Blue sky outside this morning. Telling tales of selling homes. I've made our guest realtor just cringe as she looks at me and she goes, wow, you are a giant red flag. You are the reason that I am here. People will never, ever buy your house again. Warm cookies and open houses, they seem to go hand in hand. But buyers beware, those sweet smells may be masking a big problem. That could be costing you some big bucks.
Local real estate professional Roxie Robertson joins us now with a few open house red flags that home buyers should not ignore. Okay, good morning. Thanks for being here.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Okay, so we typically see this as kind of the slow home buying season. And, you know, are you seeing a slowdown of open houses or are they increasing?
Oh, our open house market right now is just very strong. We have the Parade of Homes running, and 2015, as you know, sales really escalated, and there's a lot of traffic out there.
Now, a lot of houses and homeowners, especially if you're still living in the house, a lot of folks go for the by appointment only. How important are hosting just those traditional open houses?
I think they're important because they bring energy and it's a good way to advertise. You get your open house flyers. Currently we do a lot of different things with advertising open houses. We have mega open houses where you send out invitations to the neighborhood. It's just a good way to pump some energy into it and let everybody know this house is for sale.
All right, well, in the break we were talking about red flags and Keith said you had to move quickly when you
when we
got
moved
the job
here.
here.
I taped off whole rooms in my house and said, don't go in here. You can look at it, but just don't walk in there. I mean, that's like these days in our market.
That would never happen in this
crazy
market.
Talk. No, not at all. I mean, that's an obvious type of red flag. But what are some of the more subtle red flags that you say should be set off your buyer beware radar?
Well, honestly, I've never heard of anyone taping off their bedroom doors.
No, it wasn't a bedroom. It was the collection room.
The collection room?
The room with the collection was not allowed.
That would be a huge red flag, and I'm surprised you sold it as quickly as you did.
24 hours, baby.
Yeah. You want people to feel real comfortable in the home. As far as red flags go, sellers really need to stop putting in the renusit smells throughout the property. You don't need cookies baking. You don't need bread in the oven cooking. The best smell for an open house is just fresh air.
Fresh air. Yeah. Okay.
See, I'm going to disagree totally.
You're not masking because you know if you've got those renusits, you're masking something.
Oh,
so on top of those, and then also you said a big concern is, for instance, the water damage, and to look for.
I'm going to go back to the smells. Because when we bought our house, the people that set the house up had just a little potpourri, a little apple something potpourri. That to this day, Susan says that is the reason she lingered longer in that home because it smelled like a house in her mind should. But that was, I guess, a targeted thing just for her, wasn't it? It could turn off so many other people. Correct.
Again, the sense that the buyers have is like, what's going on in this property? And they want to be able to smell, like, is there water damage? Have they had pets? You know, pets can leave a lingering smell in a house also. So they want to be able to just get that true feel of the home. And that's not a true smell of a home. And most of the time, people find it very offensive.
And as Alex mentioned, as I stepped all over your question.
That's okay. Ghost gutters. What are ghost gutters?
Well, when people build a home, especially new construction, everything adds up. So you come down to gutters, they could cost anywhere from $1,500 to $3,000, and most people don't like to spend the extra money. Unfortunately, what happens when you don't have that water pulling away from the property, you have water intrusion issues, so then you've got mold, and also you can run into very costly foundation damage from erosion.
And something that, as a red flag, that we're trying to prevent if we sell our house in the next year or two, our windows are just rotted. And if you look closely at them, you're going to go, oh, that's not good at all. You need to take care of that before you have an open house. You don't want people to ping in on old windows and doors.
No, you always, when you're having an open house, when you put your home on the market, you always want it to show in its best light. And how it can show in its best light is fresh paint goes a very long way, either professionally clean carpets or new carpets, and then depersonalizing the property. And, for example, take down your Welcome to the Robertson home sign that's hanging in the foyer, and let the buyer feel like this is a place where they belong.
Now, unless you're smart enough to have a computer printed welcome to, and you put those people's names there as they come
That's a really good tool.
That would be clever.
Right.
I remember seeing the list of things that needed to be fixed in my house because I have an older house and we have ivy, which kills homes, which I love the look of. But I remember looking at the list after I thought about I might move, and I was like, it was like, went on for like 4 pages. I'm like, okay, forget that. It's not going to happen. It's expensive, too. But.
Well, Roxie Robertson, RE/MAX Advantage Plus, thanks so much for being here this morning.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Thanks, Roxie.